A very happy dressing room. It's interesting, he said that before, we need more titles as the senior players.
Yes.
When you look at some of the great players who've played for Liverpool and not won the league, they've still only got one. Yeah,
it's important, isn't it? When you have a history like Liverpool have, and you're always trying to emulate the past, and if you go to Anfield, if you go to the training ground, there's pictures of the past all over the walls of the academies, with ex-managers and ex-players lifting trophies, and that's all it is. Manchester City have been very, very dominant with a wonderful manager, and Liverpool have ran them close a couple of times, and they've won other trophies. But the league is very important to the fans, very important, and they're getting very close to it now. But it's the sign of a good team that they have been consistent for the last few years, isn't it? Even though they haven't been able to catch Manchester City on a number of occasions, their consistency levels have been excellent, and the new managers came in, give them whatever he's given them, a little 5% extra, and they're absolutely flying at the moment.
Yeah, and is that the right message? Stay calm, keep ticking them off, keep winning these games?
It's boring, isn't it? But it's right. You know, it's the only thing you can do, I guess. You know, there's no point thinking of what's going to happen in 6-7 games' time. It's like, right, who's next? Start preparing, start recovering from this game, start preparing that. It is a bit Groundhog Day, but that's the life of a footballer. And of course, every game is different. You know, different challenges, home, away, in Europe, you know, in different cup competitions. So there's plenty to keep you stimulated, but it really is focus on the next one. Who is it? Right, let's prepare for it.
How do you stay sort of non-human, if you like, in the situation when you're going for a title and you've got a gap like they have, and you can look at it tonight and think, wow, 11 points, or do you not look at it and don't think like that?
Well, unfortunately, I never had an 11-point gap when I won any of mine, but in regards to the focus, you just have to do your job, and like Mo was saying there, as long as you're doing that and focus on the next game and not get carried away and drawn on to what could be this season in terms of the league, the Champions League, the League Cup. You just have to focus on individual games. Like Mo said, it doesn't sound glamorous, but it's what's got them this far. So I'm sure that is the comments. And
there's no time to even think about it. You know, they're home today, preparation for Wednesday. You know, they're not having any days off where they can go out and think about things. They're in tomorrow, they're recovering, and then they're at Anfield. Well, thankfully, they're at Anfield, they don't have to travel.
Games, like Mo said, it doesn't sound glamorous, but it's what's got them this far. So I'm sure that is the comments. And
there's no time to even think about it. You know, they're home today, preparation for Wednesday. You know, they're not having any days off where they can go out and think about things. They're in tomorrow, they're recovering, and then they're at Anfield. Well, thankfully, they're at Anfield, they don't have to travel, and they're playing a team who played earlier today in Newcastle, and their form's days off where they can go out and think about things. They're in tomorrow, they're recovering, and then they're at Anfield.